the earth. Shut up about the sun! Shut up about the sun!
Instead of sun, I want you to replace that with what everyone is talking about right now. I am making this video in August 2021, and once again, people have become obsessed, identified, as Eckhart Tolle would say, identified with a position, anti-vaxxers versus the vaxxers. And I'm like, there's so many other things to focus on, We can stay informed without all the fear mongering, without all the othering, right? You pick a side and you stand on that side and everybody else is wrong, they're wrong. I don't pick a side. I don't have a side. I'm not pressuring anyone to do anything. I can have a conversation about the facts and then move on. Because like, what else? But I was really inspired to think about my own wellness. A couple weeks ago, I had a migraine and it really made me think, I don't get sick. But hey, we're in our 30s now. Different things are happening. We also weigh more than we've ever weighed before. And we're not like big, but we're not trying to be bigger. So I'm being very, very mindful of wellness. And so I want to start this wellness series and just talk in general about what I'm planning to do, what I'm doing, and the steps I'm planning to take to make sure I make it to 110. Hey, welcome to Spirit Soul Sense, information for your soul. I'm Shareece, and I'm gonna be 110 one day. I am going to live long, healthy life. I'm going to see so much generations pass. I am going to be so wise. I am going to get back to my community. I am so excited about being 32 and also about every single year of my life leading up to when I leave this place, planet Earth. when I go to the source, heaven, all those things. I really believe in heaven. You know what I mean. I am really, really excited about living a quality of life that I very much enjoy. And so I'm thinking about mind, body, soul, spirit, also throwing emotions in there. And thinking about, there's research that's been done on centenarians. That's what they call people who live past 100. And then people who live past 110, they call them super centenarians. And I think right now, people have lived to 117 in documented recent history. If you look at the Bible and those history, the God of it all had people living 1,000 years and stuff. Nobody lives that long anymore. But there are some people who live to be 117, and there are certain things that they've done that help aid. So if we're thinking about the mind, it really all starts with your thoughts. And I'm going to do a separate video on each of these subjects because there's so much to cover. But the mindset that you have influences so much about what you create in your world, right? We are here in our perception, and whatever we filter in and goes the information, the thoughts we have creates the reality that we see. Your mindset, very, very important. And on my channel, I really support having an abundance mindset, really thinking that the world is your oyster. You can do anything, you can be anything you want to be. You can have as much money as you want, whatever goal you have in mind. If God has given you this inspiration, this intuition, this idea, you can bring it to fruition. The hardest part is really about not giving up. But I wanted to add in emotions to the mind part because I feel emotions are very much linked to your thoughts. A lot of people have emotions and don't know what the thought is that they had that led to the emotion. This is what therapy is for. I think everyone can benefit from therapy. It would be really, really helpful in managing your emotions because we know the stress, if you are experiencing stress, right? Your perception, and stress is a lot about perception because the same people can be going through the same thing and one person is super stressed and the other is not. But your experience of stress influences what happens in your body. So body is next, but cortisol levels, stress hormones, all that stuff can make the body die off fast. The cells will die faster. Emotions that are pent up usually manifest as some kind of disorder in the body. One of the best things you can do for yourself is learn to manage your emotions because you do not want to be the person who is experiencing anger every week, every day. Oh my gosh, if you're experiencing anger every day, you're really doing a disservice to your body. When it comes to the body is a whole bunch of stuff, but everything is connected, right? Every single one of these things is connected. So if you don't do one of these, it may significantly impact your ability to live a long and healthy life, right? Because who wants to get to 85, but they have like a whole bunch of chronic disorders, pain, I mean, having to go to the doctor every week? That's not the quality of life I'm looking for when I am older. I really want to be able-bodied, of sound mind, doing what I want. I mean, at that age, right? So the food you eat, environmental toxins, like where you live, whether you have access to fresh air, good water, low stress areas, all of this will impact the quality of your life and what happens to the cells in your body over time. And then my last major point that I'm going to do a whole separate video on is your soul, spirit, your godness, your connection to the source. That is super important. I think no one really gets to that age without having some sort of peace, some sort of awareness, right? You don't have to be religious to reach this age, but I think you have to understand universal laws. You have to understand how the world works and that everything is connected. So while all these things are connected, mind, body, soul, your feelings, emotions in between, there is a force running through all of it, through the whole world, right? Through the whole universe that connects all of us. And I think when you understand that, you stop taking yourself so seriously. You're able to look at things that happen in your life, negative things that happen in your life as a challenge that you can overcome. Your mindset shifts to one of abundance. Like everything is working together in my favor. You don't have to be fearful of things happening. Like things will happen that maybe are not that great, that you will process, you will learn from, and you'll become better. And then you'll reach back and teach one and help the next generation excel in life. This is my goal. I am so serious. Like, I'm so serious, right? Like, I'm on a health kick. I don't know if it's a health kick. I'm going back to some things that I've done before in life. When I was much deeper in a spiritual journey, I was like, I was deep. I had some healing to do. I had a lot of unlearning and learning to do. So I was like heavy, deep. And at that time, I needed really, really high vibrational foods. And I was contemplating being a raw food vegan. And the thought has come again. I'm not going to be a raw food vegan like now, but I can see it. I can see it one day, like being mostly my diet. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna live to be real older, geriatric. I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna be so full of joy. And I really welcome you in this process. Instead of focusing on all the negative things that the news, the media, your Facebook friends, my Facebook friends have to say about what's going on. Have to say about what's going on in the world. I want you to focus on you being the best you can be. And yes, it's really good to boost your immunity, but it's also really good to focus on positive thoughts, to be the kindest to the people closest to you, so that you can have a life filled with as much joy and peace as possible. Okay? Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching.